A capo is a very important tool for acoustic guitarists, and today we're going to discuss 3 different capos, a very affordable one, a versatile one, and one that has a unique mechanism. And in this video, I'm also going to be giving away this Ernie Ball Axis capo plus a pack of Earthwood acoustic guitar strings to one lucky person. Details to enter will be announced a little bit later in this lesson. Anyways, let's begin by really quickly answering a simple question. Why would anyone need a capo to begin with? One is to change the key of a song without having to learn new chord shapes. So if your singing voice is a little bit higher or lower than the song you want to play, you can just put the capo somewhere on the guitar and you can find the perfect spot for your voice, you know? So if you're going like, country roads, take me home to the place, this bit's too high for me, I belong. You know, it's stressful for me to hit that, right? Whereas if I say put my capo here, country roads, take me home to the place I belong. You know, and it's in a comfortable spot for me. And the second reason why you would want to use a capo is to play, you know, fingerstyle tunes and songs that kind of need a capo. You know, they need to sound a certain way, like I've chosen 3 capos to demonstrate to you today, and each of these capos has one really huge strength that sets it apart from the rest. One of them is incredibly affordable, one of them is incredibly versatile, and one of them has a unique mechanism that sets it apart. And just a little disclaimer before we discuss the products, I reached out to Ernie Ball because I use a lot of their stuff myself and I trust the quality. They provided me with the Axis capo and the pack of strings that I'm going to be giving away to one lucky person. But aside from providing the prize, this video isn't sponsored in any way and all the opinions are my own. So nobody is paying me to say anything. This is all stuff that I actually believe myself and I want to share with you. The first capo that I want to show you is what I call the Amazon special. I'm not sure of the brand. It's called Wingo, I think, but it changes every once in a while depending on who's producing it and who gets like the top spot. Basically, you look up guitar capo on Amazon, you spend like $7 or $8, and you get a capo that works just fine. It has a spring in it. You can see there's like a little spring mechanism inside there, and it basically just clamps. And this one actually clamps a little too hard, in my opinion. It really like squeezes the strings and makes them a little bit sharp. And the spring mechanisms do wear out. Like even on the really expensive version of this, like this is modeled after a Kaiser capo, which is like $40 or something. They're identical nearly. Build quality isn't the greatest. Like you always have to kind of, I don't know if you can see how it's kind of like loose there. You always have to like squeeze them back together. I have one that's, you just squeeze it back together, you use it. But, you know, for like less than $10, it's actually pretty good. They definitely cut some corners, but it's incredibly affordable. And if you're not sure if you need one or not, you know, you just want one every once in a while, it's probably the best choice. The second capo that I want to show you is what I believe to be the most versatile. And this is the Ernie Ball Axis capo. And it's similar to the other one in that it uses a spring mechanism. But what makes it special is that you can flip it either way. You know, you can put it that way or this way, and one side of it is curved. So it even tells you inside here, see, it tells you flat or curved. And that's because your fretboard can be flat or curved depending on what kind of guitar you have. And it's also a little bit longer, so it works on like 7-string guitars and stuff. You know, this capo kind of works on everything, and the spring mechanism doesn't grip as hard as that last one. They kind of got the tension just right. So it's, you know, super useful. This is the one that I leave in my living room because the one that I'm about to show you requires a little bit of finagling, and, you know, somebody who doesn't know how to use it, I'd rather just let them try to use this one rather than mess up my guitar and my capo. Either way, this one does cost about 3 times more than that first one I showed you, but it is, you know, a really good choice. It's like a good version of that other one. And I actually have one right here that I'm going to be giving away to one of you. And for your chance to win this, plus a pack of acoustic guitar strings, there's a link down below, and that'll take you to a simple 3-question guitar quiz. You answer the 3 questions, and then you post your answer to question number 3 here in the comments down below. That's all you have to do. Just follow the link, take the simple quiz, and then post your answer to question 3 down below. Now, for my final recommendation, this capo has a different mechanism, and since it doesn't have a spring, it's a bit more durable. This is the Shub capo, and I own a couple of these. I keep one in my studio and one in my acoustic guitar case. My living room guitar, I use the Ernie Ball Axis on it because it's a bit simpler to use, Unlike the other two, for this one, you adjust the tension manually. So you loosen it or tighten it, depending on how thick your neck is, and then you kind of latch it on. So I place the capo on my guitar, and then I latch it down. And if it's too loose or too tight, I just adjust this. So it's not, a huge hassle to use. Once you get the hang of using it, it's, pretty easy to put on and take off. And it has one massive benefit. It's not going to over squeeze your strings. So it doesn't make the strings sharp, and you don't have to retune as much. You always have to retune a little bit, but not as much, and especially with this one because the grip is adjustable. And since there's no spring mechanism, it won't wear out over time. On mine, this is actually my wife's, on mine, the rubber sleeve developed a crack, and it came off, after like 15 years, and I just bought a new sleeve for like $3. So it's like a lifetime capo, and it costs the same as the Axis capo. It takes a little bit longer to put on and take off the guitar. It's not as versatile. You have to get like a flat one or a curved one depending on your guitar. But the actual locking mechanism is definitely worth a look. And that's it. Those are my 3 picks. A really affordable capo and a versatile one, and the Shub capo with the unique mechanism. Either way, have a fun time practicing, and I'll see you soon.